Hello everybody, welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus, Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be the daily general collective message for March the 15th. Keep in mind though, timing and energy is still fluid. This reading could resonate today or it could play out over the next several days. This reading may or may not be for you. So please only take with you the messages that resonate and leave behind the rest. This reading is also really not sign specific, but I will call out any zodiac signs I feel need mentioning throughout the reading that I notice. Let's talk about this moon energy today. We have the moon opposite Saturn today. The moon is in Leo, and it's opposite its counterpart in Aquarius in Saturn. So Saturn is our strict teacher. It deals with structure and order. And with the moon in Leo, I think, and the moon in the 6th house today, this is all about heart health is kind of what I'm feeling. The 6th house is about, you know, our health, working hard to achieve our goals. With the 6th house in Cancer too at 29 degrees 16. 29, very karmic number, 16 tower energy. The final closing, I feel, of these tower energies when it comes to closing out all of these karmic soul contracts. So with Saturn in the 12th house of Capricorn, Capricorn is that grounded earth energy, that workhorse energy. And with Saturn in the 12th house, I feel, and the 12th house, basically the house of self-undoing, there's a lot of energies coming through when it comes to our accumulated life experiences today. Everything that really has shaped us and structured our ego identity, I think, is being challenged and deconstructed in the energies is kind of what I'm feeling. So with Saturn in the 12th house, it is this disillusion of all of these barriers that we've had around our heart when it comes to embracing our individuality, our connection to the collective consciousness. So, you know, I think it's this fear of losing control, and that's where we do lose control, is when we come into that house of undoing in the 12th house. The 12th house, basically, it's where we meet our karma. It's where we bury the past once and for all. So although there's this deep fear, worry, and tense energy coming through when it comes to our personal life situations, it's really time for us to own our own innate sense of responsibility to humanity. So, you know, a lot of us go into fear of abandonment, fear of being alone. And I feel it's kind of transcending those fears, bringing forward that wisdom, that strong faith, and that desire to teach and enlighten others. We all have our own unique innate psychic abilities. We all have learned some very hefty life experiences that really have shaped us, shaped our strengths, shaped our character. And I feel with this Saturn energy coming through, it's really highlighting where we've limited ourselves, where we have allowed ourselves to be restricted, and where we need to kind of get some structure and order back into our lives. I think get ready to learn a major, hard, tough life lesson in the energies today when it comes to self-control, to finally release the suffering. We're not here to suffer intensely like we have been. So I feel a lot of power and influence is bringing up a lot of challenging energies, quite possibly even experiencing some misfortune to some degree in the energies, as, you know, Saturn really is that Lord of karma. So I think a lot of karmic baggage coming up to be corrected in order to bring justice into anything that's been unjust in the past. So a lot of karmic links when it comes to negative consequences of past disappointments in order to bring structure and order into our lives out of all of this chaotic energy taking place. And if you look at the world and the state the world is in right now, I think, you know, a lot of restrictions, a lot of fear coming up, and we're really being asked to kind of scale back, to really not play into that collective consciousness of fear, and to kind of expand and magnify our light in these energies. So I feel it's kind of time to get serious when it comes to our life purpose, is the energy coming through. And a lot of elements coming forward when it comes to taking personal responsibility for your life. We all have been damaged. We've all experienced trauma, but we are all personally responsible for our own healing journey. So I think that's what this energy is bringing forward today. And the 12th house is the house of secrets. So I think get ready for some hidden secrets to come to the surface that might cause a lot of destruction in your world. A lot of metaphysical energy coming through when it comes to this karmic repercussion. So I do think you're going to need to beware of some self-delusion in the energies today. Do not play into any escapism tendencies, because that will surely lead to self-destruction of some sort, like a karmic bondage. We're here to kind of break free from all of our hidden enemies. So pay attention. Many of us, when we awaken on this spiritual journey, we get, courted to by all kinds of parasitic people disguised as friends. So pay attention to your frenemies right now. You might even need to be hospitalized in the energy. It's like this karmic imprisonment coming through, a lot of seclusion. So you might want to just detach and go into that self-seclusion when it comes to the heaviness, when it comes to this dissolution of the ego, I feel. And this really is for personal states of transcendence. So I think a lot of states of transcendence are taking place when it comes to our spiritual maturation, and a lot of psychological health energy coming up when it comes to our past reincarnations, our past lives. And I feel a lot of mystical intuitions are coming forward in the energy regarding our healing path, regarding our psychological health, when it comes to, our mental programming, our mind space. And I feel be ready to be shown or highlighted something about your own specific journey when it comes to growth and expansion, when it comes to what we have undergone in a past life that needs to be restructured again in this lifetime. So I feel get ready to face some oppression. Dealing with some karmic oppression in the energies is also what that's exactly what I wrote on my little notes. The oppressor. So I think get ready to be oppressed when it comes to some karmic contracts in the energy, in order to highlight where you've been stuck in this period of melancholy, and where you're needing to release any past burdens when it comes to guilt around maybe not being responsible when you should have been. It's definitely a lot of disillusionment when it comes to these past life timelines coming through, and we're really going to need to protect our emotional body in these energies in order to really prepare for developing those deep, intimate connections moving forward. So I feel a lot of emotional vulnerability as we kind of go into this energy of becoming undone. And we have to kind of come apart in order to come back together, to be able to take that healthiest action forward. So in order to step into this emotional freedom that the collective is being pushed into, we kind of have to dismantle all of the false beliefs, all of those walls around our heart that really have prevented, tapping into this energy. And when we have barriers around our heart, we also have barriers around our creativity and our imagination. So I think get ready to take some steps that are going to reveal something that is needing to be explored and recognized in order to really ground your spiritual talents and your spiritual abilities. So I do think get ready to be met with some loss or disappointment today, in order to bring all of these energies into your conscious awareness, to release that separation energy. So a lot of consequences when it comes to past life karma coming up to be addressed with people, places, and situations that you've been connected with, regarding these past burdens and where it has affected you negatively along your healing journey. Don't go into feeling sorry for yourself. That's the worst thing you can do right now. Don't be moping around. Try to work through the energy, ground the energy, and just accept that, this temporary period of melancholy is a natural part of the healing process, a natural part of the spiritual journey. So this is really going to show us all where we've had difficulty releasing people, places, and things that we kind of know at the core really aren't meant for us. So it is like this death energy coming through when it comes to these hidden mystical energies that are kind of locked within our hearts. So get ready to go into some fears and some anxiety tensions that are needing to be released, because a lot of the collective have been rambling round and round and round in these karmic cycles, in this loop of indecision when it comes to, you know, grounding that action moving forward. So let's see what needs to come through with the cards. I just noticed 1010 on the timer too. So yeah, get ready to peel back the layers of a person or a situation that you are connected with to discover something that you didn't quite originally know, because we're in this portal gateway of stepping into this brand new life, this brand new energy. So, you know, as we hold that vision for the future, we can ground these new earth energies, and we kind of have to come undone to kind of put the pieces back together the way that we want to put them together. So I feel a lot of healing light is coming down for the collective when it comes to purging and cleansing all of these roadblocks, obstructions that we're needing to kind of overcome. Definitely a need to protect your energy, requiring protection at this time as we seek those alternative solutions when it comes to this rediscovery. So a lot of elements are kind of being stripped out of our lives, whether we're consciously choosing to release these or the universe is coming in and kind of dismantling all of these falsities when it comes to negative people, behaviors, places, things, any circumstances that really aren't serving grounding these higher missions. So, you know, I highly suggest, imagine, you know, Archangel Michael and the archangels surrounding you with this healing light, enveloping you in this love and this compassion from divine as you, you know, release all of these unwanted thoughts, all of these negative circumstances and people that are really needing to melt away out of your current reality, that have prevented you from deepening this relationship to yourself. So, you know, we're all in the throes of learning our soul's language, what really brings us that motivation and that joy, and mastering that art of self-love. And we do that by going deep within. So there's that energy. Yeah, I definitely felt a lot of intense ascension symptoms yesterday afternoon. So you might be feeling some very uncomfortable physical ascension symptoms, or, you know, you might be experiencing a lot of over mental stimulus, which is a reaction to all of this purging, a lot of emotional body activations. So I do suggest noting the positive and negative impacts that you're feeling through these energy shifts, because I do feel like this breakthrough energy at hand when it comes to this transformation process. And oh, beautiful energy today, removing those throat chakra blockages. So it is finding your authentic voice, stepping into that authentic voice, and removing those throat chakra blockages when it comes to honestly and openly and authentically expressing yourself. So you might have a telepathic connection here that you're connected with. Somebody here is definitely going through a soul awakening, and we got the twin soul. So yeah, we are coming into completion with all of these past life karmic cycles. So I feel somebody here is definitely incarnated with their twin soul. This is definitely a twin flame reading. Wasn't expecting that to come through, but a lot of complexities are coming up when it comes to stripping away all of these outdated mental beliefs, all of these negative patterns that have, you know, kept us stuck from bringing this high vibration love into the world. So somebody here is definitely connected to another, their twin soul, in the spiritual realms. You're likely transmitting the other person's thoughts and emotions, so pay attention. Somebody here is awakening to their true soul's consciousness, their true soul's identity. And as we go through this global massive awakening, we're kind of all being pushed to make those healthy decisions that, you know, to understand the fated life versus the destined life. We all have the ability to take charge of our destiny. Life doesn't just happen to us when we are consciously aware of our actions. So we all have the choice to choose better, to do better, not only for ourselves, but for everybody that we're connected with. So there's definitely a deep spiritual connection here, a divine counterpart connection coming through in the energies And somebody is experiencing this undoing in order to remove some blockages within their chakra body. So very interesting energies. Oh yeah, secrets. Definitely hidden secrets can harm you. There's secret love here. And somebody has been negatively reliving the past when it comes to this life partnership. So, you know, twin souls are always courted and married in those higher realities, no matter if you are with your counterpart or not. There is somebody coming undone, reliving the past when it comes to this deep soul connection. Somebody here has secretly been holding on to this love, reliving the past, I think dreaming of you, wanting to come forward and fix what is broken. So there's a lot of clarity coming through in the energies and stepping into blessings. Yeah, get ready for some truth to be exposed because secrets can harm you. So I think somebody's mask is definitely falling off as this gateway to the heart is wide open. And, you know, when we open up that gateway, we are susceptible to all kinds of dark entity attachments. So you're really going to need to get grounded and poised because somebody here is without a doubt at a fork in the road, needing to choose a direction. 1314, karmic debt, death, rebirth, transformation. Could be dealing with a Scorpio, with that death energy coming through. But it's time to kind of go through this spiritual purification. And somebody here is getting ready to exchange something lesser for something better, exchanging gifts. Somebody is getting ready to pack up and move homes is kind of what I'm feeling because they've been stuck at the crossroads for quite some time. Actually, I didn't even shuffle that deck, did I? Interesting. All right, so you might be feeling like you got to backtrack a little bit, like I just had to do there, but... and that's probably why I didn't shuffle. There was only one other card to come out, and then we're right back on the bottom of the deck with happy, happy. So get ready for something that you thought was dead and gone to experience a revival, a regeneration. Somebody here is definitely going through a rebirth. And somebody here, I think, is unlocking the gateway of this new experience, 46, breaking down to a 10, which is completion energy. So I think somebody's speaking that truth into existence in order to break free from something that they've been needing to move away from for quite some time. Spirit's definitely been urging somebody to get moving in a new direction, to get moving to calmer waters, to go through this exchange. There's a lot of mystical energies coming through. Somebody's been, you know, being pushed by spirit to kind of master this lesson in order to step into some blessings here. So now we're going to go on to the energy oracle, the magician and the mirror. So yeah, somebody's definitely having a lot of energies reflected back to them in order to get them to really look in the mirror, to take that accountability when it comes to walking away from something. So a lot of third eye activations, third eye visions. So working with Archangel Metatron. I work with Archangel Metatron almost daily. And I do feel somebody's been shown that it's kind of time to walk away from something that's likely very unhealthy. And I think the time is now for that action to be taken. Yeah, get ready. Somebody's dealing with a lot of chaos and conflict. There's definitely a karmic storm brewing here. And there's a lot of jealousy and envious energy coming through. There's that fear. There's that fear, worry, stress, anxiety when it comes to stability. Something coming back around to be addressed. And there's that adjacent possibility. New doorways are opening up, and we kind of got to go through the throes of the storm and the karmic undoing in order to release all of these negative attachments. So I feel a lot of anger coming up as this rediscovery is unveiled, something that you didn't quite know before, something secret coming to light, which is triggering some anger and some rage, I think. And a lot mirror reflected in the energy when it comes to a loving situation. Yeah, we do have a twin soul connection here. Of course we do. The man holding a heart, the woman holding a heart, and the doorway to value and the doorway to romance. So Somebody's going through a heart awakening, definitely a heart awakening when it comes to this higher connection. The thinking woman is air energy for me. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I feel a divine feminine here who has expanded already, has already opened up the door to spirit. And I feel there's quite possibly a masculine here going through a heart awakening when it comes to appreciating this twin soul connection. I think maybe in the past somebody did not appreciate this feminine. And, you know, there's really not any growth that I see here yet. And I think this magnetic attraction as this doorway to spirit is opening up. And somebody releasing all of these lower energies and maybe dealing with a karmic attachment that is angry and outrageous that somebody is going towards their true heart's desires. So let's jump in with some tarot and see what else needs to come through. Yeah, walking away from a very emotionally dissatisfying situation. Pisces energy, Saturn energy. There's that undoing of some emotional baggage, definitely emotional baggage, regret, guilt, remorse, and a lot of illumination here. So eights to me is something coming back around to be dealt with. Somebody's definitely going through a state of disillusionment with the Seven of Cups. Scorpio energy, oh my God, yes, as you know, something gets released. Somebody's been holding on to something very, very tight, something very unhealthy, playing into addictive behaviors, going through a period of disillusionment when it comes to this twin soul connection and preparing to walk away from the confusion. So let's see what needs to come through when it comes to these energies today. Five of Swords, manipulation. Somebody's not been telling the truth. Oh my God, Three of Swords, and this hurts. So get ready to receive some communication when it comes to this broken heart energy. More Saturn energy coming through. Definitely time with the Seven of Coins. It's definitely time to stop watering a dead tree and kind of step into this healing journey. Healing inconsistency, non-committal, fear of committal. All right, we'll take them. We'll take them. Let me get them all laid out here, and we're going to talk about these energies, guys. So the dead central energy is this Knight of Wands. So passion, for sure, but inconsistency. We have the Empress, the Hermit, the Ten of Swords. Definitely a very painful ending, a very painful lesson. We got this Queen of Coins, so let me show you the lineup here. We got the Five of Swords, the Three of Swords. So when we do the 5 and the 3, we get 2. So somebody's, you know, had the blinders on in a situation, watering a dead tree. There's not a lot of loyalty here. I think it's kind of time to plant those seeds in a new direction. Yeah, it is, because there is a brand new abundant beginning here. But you're going to need to walk away from something that's very dissatisfying. This is, you know, in search of wish fulfillment, in search of the spiritual path, climbing the spiritual ladder, making peace with all of this past emotional baggage when it comes to manipulation. Somebody here, I think, has been lying to themselves, deceiving themselves, not wanting to feel this pain when it comes to a past ending, perhaps. Stepping into healing, birthing this brand new life. This is what you prayed for. This is what you asked for. Somebody's coming out of this cosmic womb energy is what I'm feeling. We have the central energy is this Knight of Wands. So get ready for an unexpected departure or arrival. Somebody, I feel, is heading straight towards this Queen of Coins, Empress energy. We do have a feminine here that knows her worth, knows her value. She's gone through transformation. She's holding this cosmic baby in her hand, very fruitful. Somebody here is getting ready to reap their harvest. And then we get this Hermit energy, Virgo, with the Ten of Swords. A lot of illumination. The sun is illuminating this past betrayal. Somebody, I feel, really has betrayed themselves. And I think this has been a long time coming. We do have a feminine here that has a lot to offer, a lot to give, a lot of love, unconditional love. And I think she's looking back at the past, seeking this healing as well. When it comes to somebody maybe that, you know, was in and out and didn't fully commit, because the Empress is all about commitment. And there is a masculine here that I think has a lot of love and a lot of regrets for some past actions that are needing to be addressed. So definitely a major shift in consciousness. And we do have a true pair now with the King of Coins. So the King and Queen of Coins are grounded, stable, solid, likely business owners, entrepreneurs. I can't even talk today. But a lot is being illuminated. So I would like to look into this Five of Swords, Three of Swords, because that's past energy to me. And somebody was holding on tight to a very toxic situation. There was definitely some past betrayal, some secrets, some lies, some thieving, and it did cause, I think, one or both of you a lot of pain. And this really is getting released. So secrets are coming to light that could harm you. And I do think somebody here is getting ready to make an unexpected choice in love. Heart chakra energy, big love on the horizon. But something is needing to close out before moving in this direction. So I do think somebody is preparing to rush in very quickly with an apology or an offer. And I don't know that you're going to see this coming. This is like universal energy coming through when it comes to a missed opportunity from the past with the Four of Cups. Could be dealing with a Cancer, Mars energy for me, Scorpionic energy, a lot of brute force when it comes to some secrets in the past. Could also be dealing with a Gemini. But I do think maybe somebody went towards a third party and they didn't want to look at this Ace of Cups. They didn't want to look at what they walked away from, deceiving themselves, not wanting to, you know, admit the truth when it comes to not committing to somebody in the past. And all they can think about is this cup of love, this holy grail love. And I feel a lot of stormy emotions are coming up to be purged. This huge release because somebody's really gripped to control, and I don't think they can control their emotions anymore. So let's look into this Knight of Wands. Closing out a karmic cycle without a doubt with the World and the Fool. Beautiful. And that's how that goes. We close out a cycle and we start a brand new journey. So leaving all of this past baggage behind. Oh my God, the Death and the Chariot. So this is universally driven change. Like I said, somebody is definitely coming undone when it comes to these secrets. Death energy, Scorpionic energy, Cancer energy. We have Aries with the Fool and all of the fixed signs. So somebody here is definitely learning a major karmic lesson when it comes to healing. Healing past inconsistencies, perhaps even fear of commitment. And, you know, going through profound transformation, shedding all of these old layers of self. I feel like this Kundalini activation, Scorpionic energy. Right before I sat down to tap into these energies, I got immense back pain around my sacral chakra. And that's usually where we activate some of this karma. So I do think somebody is getting control of their life, getting ready to drop all of this past baggage. I also feel somebody here is feeling like a fool for not committing to this Empress, and they've had the blinders on. They've had the rose-colored glasses on. They've not wanted to look at this because I think they knew it was going to take a lot to rebalance these energies. So I do feel somebody is praying that it's not too late to make amends, and it's not too late to make things right. Taurus, Libra, Hierophant. Somebody is divinely guided to take action, and perhaps maybe around that last new moon, that Pisces new moon, and we're days away from that Virgo moon. Somebody is getting ready to integrate their animalistic nature with their true authentic nature. A lot of secrets coming out. Definitely somebody was in a state of illusion, living in a fantasy, getting ready to pack up and move homes because they've been in a prison cell of their own making. And it's kind of time to move things forward is what I'm feeling. So let's look into this Empress, because I kind of feel somebody's really going within, having a hard time gathering their strength to rebalance the situation. Yeah, definitely there was some past abuses, manipulation. Somebody was definitely playing into some lower ego aspects, abuse of power here. Maybe this Empress was abused in the past, and I think there's going to be a swift turn of events here when it comes to some karma being balanced out. So I do think you're ready to receive a lot of communication. If you're this Empress, somebody will be rushing in very quickly for a new beginning. Perhaps somebody that hurt you in the past, that manipulated you in the past, because somebody's wanting that victory with this Empress. The Empress is unconditional love. She loves without limits. She gives without any expectations. And I think somebody is hitting that rock bottom when it comes to, you know, a union with this Empress. There's a lot of emotions here, a lot of deep, deep emotions here. Very well could be somebody all the way back to childhood. But this is like this doorway opening up when it comes to bringing balance back into a very unhealthy situation, because this feminine is birthing a brand new life. So yeah, I was asking about this Hermit and this Ten of Swords, and we got that Emperor in reverse, and it kind of flipped over on this Justice. So there's a masculine here that did not value his true counterpart in the past, that is experiencing upheaval, quite possibly even total financial ruin. Definitely a fall of the ego, going inside, transmuting these energies. When it comes to some dramatic third-party interference, somebody was playing into a lot of lies, a lot of secrets, and there's definitely somebody going through a huge ego death is what I'm feeling when it comes to this past betrayal. But this really is the moment in time where you start with that clean slate. Brand new clean slate, coming in with an offer very, very quickly in order to rebalance a very unbalanced situation. So somebody was giving to more than one. And I do feel a period of healing before a brand new creative endeavor. So definitely this chronic indecision coming through. Could be dealing with an Aries, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We almost got everybody here. But yeah, definitely a twin soul union. And the feminine in this connection has gone through profound transformation. And I feel is coming into reaping her harvest, birthing this cosmic mission. And in the flip scale of that, there's the masculine going through a huge fall from grace, preparing to take a risk and throw the cards up in the air wherever they may lie. Definitely life force activation. Awakening to your spiritual mission, your spiritual gifts. So I think get ready for somebody to come out of the darkness. They've been in this very intense power struggle between their head and their heart. And they're turning this darkness into light is kind of what I'm feeling. Likely dealing with all kinds of external challenges in the energy in order to really learn this very strict lesson. So let's grab a couple last messages from Spirit. Yeah, I think in the past, this masculine did not treat this feminine with dignity and respect. There's not been enough information up until this point. But somebody is getting rigorously honest about what is going on. And this is a necessary transition taking place as part of this awakening process. So I do feel a masculine in the past that overstepped some healthy boundaries. And a lot is coming into his self-awareness when it comes to gaining this new perspective. I do think, you know, happiness is around the corner as somebody, you know, breaks free from this victimization mode. A masculine, you know, playing the martyr, playing the victim, getting ready to make a different choice and to take his power back is what I'm feeling in the energies, and a lot of universal communication through the signs and the synchronicities. So there's definitely a masculine here being forced into a purification state. Breaking away from very toxic people, situations that are no longer serving his higher mission, because it's kind of time to step into that healing position. It's time to heal and to be that healer in order to step into happiness and prosperity. So a lot is being released in the energy, and somebody is preparing to come forward and reconnect with you in the heart space. So a lot of breakdown of the illusion of the minds, I feel, taking place in the energies today when it comes to all of these illusions, all of this mental clutter and negative influences in order for somebody to prepare to come forward, to speak up and be heard. And that's my cue to call it a wraps, guys. I hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal or a twin flame reading with me, please feel free to check out that description box below. And I look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.